Welcome to FOMO Consulting for your daily AMC stock analysis video on Thursday, July 29th. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have a breakout coming? We will look into that very shortly. And as always, the apes are winning, diamond hands are winning, most importantly, retail investors winning. So if you find this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It's a newer channel and I'd appreciate support. Let's get into the video. Thank you to each and every one of you who has liked, shared, commented, and subscribed. It means the world to me. Thank you very much. We'll start with a quote. Money isn't everything, but everything needs money. And that's precisely why we are in this play with AMC, GME, and others. Certainly, money is not everything in life, but certainly the life-changing events of AMC squeeze would make everything far, far easier for most of us, I would think. This may be the biggest catalyst for AMC stock, at least the movie theater fundamentally, that it's gotten in quite some time. This was an article that just recently came out in the last hour or so. Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over Black Widow Disney Plus release. In her contract, it would seem her compensation is linked to the box office ticket sales, not necessarily streaming. So obviously she's taking a financial hit. So it'd be interesting to watch how this plays out. And if it changes the overall industry as a whole, how movies are released in the near future, because I'm sure Ms. Johansson, her compensation package is not unique in the industry, and other actors and actresses may very well follow suit preemptively, if not retroactively. We'll see how this plays out. It's a very interesting scenario. Let's look at the broader market. Overall, good day on all four major indices. S&P was up 18 points, Dow was up 153, Nasdaq up 15, and the Russell was up 15. The Russell was up close to 30 points at one point in time, then kind of had a slow sell-off second half of the day. AMC, no doubt, had the effect of that, and we'll look into the chart and see how that compares. Overall, some of the blue chip stocks had a good day. Microsoft, decent day. Apple, decent day. Tesla had a fantastic day. Amazon missed on earnings estimates on their earnings report this afternoon, but overall, we all know Amazon is more than solid, right? Crypto is having a good day. Overall, most of the major players are up today at the time of this recording. Doge is slightly down, no big deal. But overall, great day for crypto. It seems to be stabilizing. And I've been watching Bitcoin quite closely, and it seems to be holding pretty well close to that $40,000 level. So it'll be interesting to see if it can maintain that for the near future. So let's look at the options. Options are key tomorrow. Today very well may have been part of that suppression to keep it in play. Obviously, you can see the consolidation on the put side at the $30 level at the red line I've drawn, around 23,000 in open interest. Don't believe we'll get down there, but you can certainly see in that $30, $39 level, you have a heavy consolidation. On the call side, you got a lot of open interest at the $40 strike, close to 23,000 in open interest, and then at $45 you can see a little over 12,000, and then at $50 you can see a little over 14,000. So my guess, the battle's going to be around $40 tomorrow. There's a lot of open interest. You know, we're close enough, I believe, where the whales are going to try to press the price up to 40, which I think closing above 40 this week will be a win, I think, for each and every one of us, and set us up very nicely going into next week. But we'll see how this plays out. But it would appear that, you know, there's an awful lot riding around that $38, $40 level. Well done to the German apes. Closed at 32.89 euros, up about 0.5% overall. Volatile day, but closed green, which is all that really matters. So let's look at AMC, how it did today. You can certainly see we were very volatile. We had a very hard sell-off right at the opening bell. We kind of bled down throughout pre-market. The volume pre-market, and I usually don't put a lot of weight into it, but assuming that all things are normal, the volumes pre-market were exceptionally low, very, very low, as a matter of fact. And really throughout the day, the volumes are low. And a lot of that's just being in that pennant formation and that we're approaching the end of. We'll get into that shortly. But, they certainly had a lot of shorting going on today. And I'll show you that on the Ortex data to keep this price suppressed. But overall, I think we held up quite well with kind of the bleed off in the Russell second half of the day, the heavy shorting. We still maintained a very strong support and a very strong level. And as you can see, we closed at $38.13, about 2% down and up a bit after hours, at least this time of this recording. I know it's kind of up and down currently, probably around the 5 p.m. area Eastern. But as you can see, the Russell chart below, we kind of somewhat followed that throughout the day, at least the arcs and curves of it. It just looks like AMC is just not comfortable where it's at. It looks like it really wants to rise. It's obviously being suppressed and held back. But overall, I believe, if the Russell keeps kind of at least maintaining itself, doesn't have to have big gains, but, 10, 15, 20 point gains per day, it just helps AMC's cause because AMC certainly follows the trend of IWM and the Russell each and every day. Speaking of IWM, you can see how it flowed with the Russell directly tied to it. Again, a little more volatile on the 1 minute chart, but certainly followed the overall arc. And you can see pretty much second half of the day was pretty much a slow bleed downhill slide. So let's look at the 5 minute, 5 day chart. Overall, you can see even as volatile as we've been over the last 5 days, we're finding kind of that support level. We're trading in that channel between 40 and 36. We know that that $37 level is absolute key from a support level, and we need to break the $40 level, and I believe we may do that tomorrow based on the options. At least that's my hope. So again, let's look at the 1 hour chart. You can certainly see over the last month or so, we all know about the downhill slide, coming out of June. July, I'll be happy to put it in the rear view mirror. Hopefully we can recover. But right now we're just kind of in that consolidation period. We're in that pennant formation. Volumes are low. 1 or 2 days from now, we're going to have the breakout. It's either going to break up or down, it would appear. I thought we were going to break out today, late morning, but obviously with the shorting and the pull down from the Russell certainly had its effect. The MACD, as you can see, the alligator and RSI are all pretty well neutral, a little bit actually below neutral. So a lot of room to run in the very near future if, in fact, we do have a bullish breakout. Again, alligator's mouth is closed, just kind of chilling, ready for that bullish move, hopefully. Certainly, MACD, as you can see, is moving in a bullish direction, albeit shallow. No big, huge volume spikes. We need a couple days, and I believe we'll have a bullish breakout if we can get out of this pennant. RSI, again, below neutral, but certainly a lot of room to run. I believe we're perfectly set up. We just really need a catalyst in volume, and earnings next week may very well be that. Again, you can see where we in that kind of pennant formation right now on the daily chart. We're at the end of that. We're either going to break up or down, but you can see where volumes have just kind of been going downhill as we've approached the point of the flag pennant, whatever you want to call it, which is fairly typical. You can see where RSI again is below neutral, but the MACD is so close to a bullish crossover. A lot of the heavy selling pressure, as you can see, it has been drying up. We are poised for a bullish breakout. We just need a day or two of really strong movement, and I believe we will get it. But again, approaching the end of that pennant flag, whatever, it's going to make a decision. It's either going to break up or down. We just don't know. The indicators would appear that it wants to break in a bullish direction, but who knows, right? 50-50 shot. We'll watch it closely as always. And on the weekly chart, as you can see, we're trying to make that bend around back in a bullish direction. Hopefully, we can do so. But yesterday we were green. Now we're a little bit red, kind of almost like a doji candle. Tomorrow may very well change that. We'll see if we have a nice, clean, bullish close. It'll be nice to have 2 green weeks in a row. GME, yet again, got kind of beat up. Lower volumes again, closed at $164.86, down about 2.5%, $4.26. Again, GME just needs that catalyst, no different than AMC. It's just kind of in that consolidation period, just kind of almost like a holding or waiting pattern, waiting for something to get it excited. So it will, run to the upside, which it can do very, very easily. But again, a catalyst, excitement, and what have you is certainly needed for both stocks. Robinhood debuted today, IPO'd. Right from the open, it tanked. It absolutely fell off a cliff and then tried to recover and then kind of bled down throughout the afternoon. Robinhood closes about 8% down on its first day of trading at $34.82. Robinhood flirts with worst debut ever for IPO of its size. This, AMC, we were used to the FUD, we're used to the hit pieces, but it's hard to find any articles right now, quite frankly, around the Robinhood IPO from a positive sentiment standpoint. You go on the major news outlets, whether it's Yahoo Finance, MarketWatch, what have you, and they're just kind of beating this thing up left and right. So it's very interesting. So I guess, in fact, it is a meme stock since everyone hates it. So again, the meeting today, vote, no big deal. Overall, just kind of procedural issues. I'm not expecting any major news coming out of this, so we'll see how it plays out. This is very interesting. So this got Elon's attention. Doge community looks to get on AMC's radar. Stephen Still suggested that AMC should accept Dogecoin as a form of payment, and Elon Musk thought it was a neat idea. Could be a catalyst. You never know. Again, we're waiting on the final confirmation of earnings. Again, this could be an absolute huge catalyst, and I'll get into this over the weekend and kind of show you the history around earnings and AMC and the price movement. It's usually very bullish at the time of earnings and right after. So again, it could be a very, very strong catalyst for us. So short interest trend data, nothing overall has changed. As you can see, it just kind of keeps building each and every day. They certainly had a lot of short today, and we'll get into that shortly. But the average age keeps going up, close to 40 days now, the average age of the short positions. So again, they've been in their positions, they're paying interest. It hurts them more than it hurts us. So there was one more institutional investor that bought in today on the long only side, always bullish. Volumes today were very, very low, about 59 million, 400 short shares available at least at the time of this recording. Short fee was around 0.77%, going up very, very slightly. Shares on loan right around that 98 million range. Again, as that continues to go up, utilization hopefully will go up. I think we need to be in the mid 90s to really have a strong push. But back a month and a half ago, 2 months, we were at the 100% mark, and that certainly helped our cause with the run up in early June. Short interest today jumped substantially, almost 5%. We're at 15.69% at least the time of this recording. And as you can see, the borrowed shares, they borrowed 5.3 today, returned 627. Again, that's T2 settlement period, but they borrowed over 5 million shares today, and I believe they used every one of them to keep this price suppressed. And again, the data would show that the shares on loan, it keeps going up incrementally each and every day. Options chain, again, nothing too terribly crazy. The volume today, again, extraordinarily low based on recent history. We're at 476,000 in volume. It was 1.6 to 1, so very bullish calls versus puts. No huge purchases other than one major one. $40 call for August 20th, 2,350 contracts purchased. So again, very, very interesting, but overall, an IV's been kind of coming down as well, which makes it more attractive. But overall, we need the volumes to kind of kick up in the options chain. Again, that creates interest for the longer term. So let's close with a quote. Chase the vision, not the money. The money will end up following you. AMC, Diamond Hands, Apes, retail investors, the movement, it's all part of the vision, right? Buying and holding and believing in AMC, believing in GME and others is certainly part of the vision. The money will come, I believe, based on the vision, but it is certainly a long road, and I know you would agree. So I hope you found the video informative and entertaining. If you did, please like, share, certainly comment, most importantly, subscribe. But as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope your life is full of green candles. We will talk to you soon. Take care.